This is Gamma Master Chef for watching of men in precarious situations, especially blue men.
Indeed.
Huge cocks.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Just all over the screen.
Dude, it is, and I'm like, damn, that's like big flaccid. I can't. Oof, fuck.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. At least there was representation on both ends.
It's true.
Like,
This is true.
Sometimes we just get the misogynist way of viewing it, and sometimes you get the
Sometimes you get
the shaft and balls.
the Spartacus, show
Holy
version of it.
Yes.
Yep.
So
Or
much
the
penis in that.
Master Chief version, just straight up John Butt.
See, that's what would have made Halo better. Just saying.
Yeah, just get some blue cock in there.
I mean, you already got Cortana.
I was gonna
Right.
say Katana just well hung. Just
Dude, you had so many sang Haley that you could have just had ripping dong.
Just-
Exactly. Jesus Christ.
Dude, those Kigyar? Dang. Those prickle beans.
I mean, I'm absolutely keeping this in. Oh, you guys ready for the intro?
Yes.
What intro? We've already started.
But we have already started. Hey, this is Box Office Shuffle, your physical media podcast where the three people you see on screen take our physical media collections, put them in a shuffler, and talk about them every other week. This week, in case you couldn't tell, we're talking Watchmen from 2009. I'm Thomas. That's Chris.
Yo!
And that's Joe,
Hey yo.
which I realize are inverted on the recording screen. You guys are above me. On the actual layout, you're below me. Yeah, kind of forgot about that. Like I said, we're watching Watchmen from 2009, which was from my collection. We were trying to watch my director's cut version, which I couldn't because
That thing was ass.
the only thing that would play was Zack Snyder's maximum movie mode. I didn't have a menu or anything to let me play the actual director's cut or anything. Wouldn't do it. I tried in my actual Blu-ray player down here. I tried in 3 different softwares to make it work on the computer. Wouldn't work. I don't know. So we had to turn to HBO Max and those lovely HBO ads that seemed to be playing over top of the movie as it continued. Because it was really
and they
jarring.
played the same ad 3 times in each
Oh my
break.
god, yeah. It was nuts sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, man.
Yeah.
Like, imagine, like, you're watching a movie for the first time, like Chris was, and we're missing some parts
Yes.
of the movie because we're
Thanks,
playing
Adobe
the movie in the
Acrobat.
background, and we're playing Adobe Acrobat fucking ad. all
Or
the time.
Paramount Plus on HBO.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting ready.
Yeah.
They're getting ready for the WB takeover.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's already, the wheels are in motion already. You know, they already are getting people to subscribe through HBO ads. You know, they're infecting it from the inside. So as we said here in the beginning, Chris, you've not seen this movie before. This is your first time watching Watchmen. I haven't
That is
seen
true.
this. It's got to been over 10 years, for sure. Joey, when's the last time you saw Watchmen?
It's probably close to 10 because I don't know the last time this aired on TV. Because this is the only time I ever watched it non-TV version. And we'll say it's a lot better.
It is.
Yeah.
And I will say, having seen the
Less
director's
blur.
cut that we didn't get to watch, the director's cut actually is better. That's why I was hoping to watch the director's cut, but we didn't have access to it. All we had was the ultimate cut, which is online. It's on HBO as well. But that's an extra hour that I didn't really want to do. The director's cut's already 24, 25 extra minutes. I didn't want to futz with an extra 30 minutes on top of that. Because of the Black Freighter animated feature thrown in there. So, yeah, this is because we're barreling towards the end of season 3. We already knew we were going to be watching Watchmen. We know what Chris's movie is going to be next. But Chris, before we get into some facts and figures on Watchmen and the movie and everything, what's your first takeaway from the movie?
It was a solidly okay film. It's I think that there were parts of it that it's weird. There were parts that were way too slow. Like, did we need all of the flashbacks to the comedian for every single character when it's his funeral? Can't we just have had that picture of that guy doing the peace signs by his gravestone? Because that's essentially what all of them probably wanted to do, because he's a terrible human being. I couldn't speak. But like that took like 25 minutes to do all of that. And it's like, okay, this is backstory, but you could have condensed that easily. And then there were parts that moved way too quickly. And I was like, wait, how did we get to this point? Maybe it was the ads and they cut over stuff. That's possible. But I just thought it was a solidly okay movie. I'm glad to have watched it once, and it will stop there.
Fair enough. So we'll get into some facts and figures now that we got our first-time watchers' impressions. Though I'll say this, I'm going to put a pin in it. I have a connection to a later movie in relation to now going back and retrospectively, like, through that lens of what he would do in the DC universe, like proper DC universe, and now going back to this. I have an interesting take. Well, I should say it's very short, but it's interesting. Okay. So, Watchmen came out March 6, 2009, and I did go see it. I think I did see it opening day with a friend in high school. Because, yeah, that would have been high school. That would have been college, freshman year of college. I think I was on spring break when this came out. Yeah, would have been March. Yeah, we'd have been on spring break from Wartburg. So, directed by Zack Snyder. It was screenplay actually by David Hayter originally, and then a rewrite once it became a Warner Brothers production, and it was by Alex C. It's TSE. I'm thinking it's C. I don't think you say the T. But Hayter, do you guys know the name David Hayter?
I know Bill Hader.
Hey, Hyter.
Oh, nope.
Ever heard of Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah.
He's the voice of Snake.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Okay.
He also is a screenwriter. He wrote X2 and the original X-Men from the Fox movies. Those are his two big ones. And he's voiced some various different iterations of Snake in the Metal Gear Solid franchise. And I think he's coming back for whatever the next project is, I thought I saw. He was originally attached when I believe it was Universal that was going to be first producing a movie in the very early 2000s. Then Paramount ended up negotiating for the rights to Universal's script, but apparently there was some kerfuffle over who didn't get paid, and then it would eventually Warner Brothers would take over the rights to that script, and then they also had a kerfuffle with overfunding and had to give Paramount 25% ownership of Watchmen, which might explain why there were Paramount Plus ads in this, now that I actually think that through.
Yeah.
And Paramount got international distribution of Watchmen. It's not a huge international product, so that really was kind of worthless, but the 25% ownership stake was worth quite a bit more given the value of the IP overall, because obviously it's had a Warner Brothers HBO show as well in 2019. I don't know if that extends to the same deal or if that was strictly tied to the movie script, because they're different. They're different universes. The show is based on the comic book, and off the comic book ending. The movie is an entirely separate thing that Hayter changed the ending of largely. That was his biggest change to the story. Obviously, besides adapting it to a shorter runtime, they changed the ending pretty drastically, but I think for the better, actually. At least in terms of as a movie. The budget was $130 million, maybe $150 million, depending on the reports. Box office was $187 million, but again, this was at the tail end where physical media sales were still a very big chunk of the expected profits. And as of 2022, there were reported media sales totaling at least $152.5 million. Likely a little bit more as a couple more years have gone on since that report that I could find. And as I said, there were multiple fits and starts to actually start a production here because it was very popular. This was based on Watchmen by Alan Moore, and it was extremely popular immediately. One of the most best-selling graphic novels of all time. It was on New York Times bestsellers. It was a worldwide hit in terms of the comic book world. And there were multiple different people that were attempted, including one of the best 90s sci-fi directors, Terry Gilliam. He would do 12 Monkeys in the 90s as well. He tried to make this, I can't remember which company it was, or who it was through, what publishing company it was through, but he famously said, this thing is unfilmable, and walked away. And then nobody would try to do anything really until Universal, and right around 2000, 2001, after the success of Fox's X-Men movies, they hired Hayter to work on the script, or while that was all going on, and that was really popping in movie theaters. But then again, as I said, there were the issues with, funding and getting it, through, is it going to be Universal or Paramount? And then finally Warner Brothers in 2009. And Warner Brothers tapped Snyder after 300. This was the movie I believe he did directly after 300, if I'm remembering the timeline correctly, which was obviously a massive hit. I think we've all seen 300, right?
Huge, yeah.
No.
You haven't seen 300?
Whoa.
I would say it's much like this movie, but even more than this movie. It cranks up the hey, just turn your fucking turn your fucking brain off.
Turn your brain off.
I'm gonna come back and correct you. After 300, Zack Snyder directed a My Chemical Romance music video.
Wait,
and then he did Watchmen.
My Chemical Romance is on this Blu-ray. It's My Chemical Romance.
Is it really?
Desolation Row. Is that the music
Desolation Row. That's the music video.
Yep.
Came out the same year.
So, if for some reason it's on this director's cut Blu-ray.
Wow.
Okay, excuse me, Mr. Music Video Man. All right, so yeah, and as I mentioned in the pre-show, I should say really post-movie talk last night because we were recording this a day apart. Are you guys aware of what the original movie, the graphic novel's ending was? Have you looked it up?
No. Did not look it up.
I didn't know anything about Watchmen going into this.
So Watchmen is largely a, not spoof, more like a through a mirror's edge looking at the DC universe, right?
Okay.
You got different analogs for like Punisher, or not Punisher, like a Deathstroke or Batman or, Superman, Wonder Woman, like, different. I can't remember. It's not Fawcett. Carlton Comics is what it was based. It's a Carlton Comics IP, and it was largely not a lampooning, but like a dark take on the DC universe was what they were going for. And he wanted to explore like utilitarian versus moral relativism. I think is the Rorschach's whole deal. He's a moralist, which is like there's no gray. It is this black and white. If you stray from this path, you die. Right. Versus the utilitarian, like it's okay to kill and sacrifice as long as it is for the betterment of all, right? Like that end justifies the means mentality versus there is no justification mentality. And largely comes down to the fact that they both suck. And which is fitting for Alan Moore, who famously didn't want to watch this movie. And he hates adaptations of like everything, as I said, except for some reason, the Justice League for the man who has everything, which wildly changes the story for a kid's show. Great episode of the Justice League cartoon. And Moore apparently loved it, but he hated this thing just from the jump. He didn't even like read.
So odd.
Yeah, just hated it. He just kind of is he's a hater of everything, including stuff of his own work. Like, dude's just a hater of the world.
Just can't be happy. Fuck this.
Which, I mean, hey, he's an artist.
Hey.
But in the comics, it largely follows roughly the first 90% of the movie, except that in the background, instead of Adrian Veidt trying to recreate Manhattan's power, he's using all these scientists to essentially still play a practical joke on the world thing, but they create this fake alien, giant squid thing that they pass off as being from an outside dimension that they teleport into New York using Manhattan's powers, and to like kill New York, basically.
Oh,
not a global thing like in the show, in the movie where it's like bombs over every, it was like 15 cities, I think. And you'll notice there's a cool nod to it. And one of the screens, as it's panning to all the cities, you see S.Q.U.I.D for squid. That's the protocol name that they gave it in the movie. But in the show, it's based on this extra-dimensional squid entity that like kills everyone. Like a Cthulhu horror that they just teleport into New York and just kill everything.
Like Suicide Squad, but not funny.
Yeah, more or less.
The second one, the James Gunn
good
Suicide
one.
Squad.
Yes.
Yeah.
The good one. And that's the ending there. And in the show, they pick up off that ending like 20 years later, something like that, setting in Tulsa. And the show is fantastic. The intro to the show, the fact that that show is so good, it made everyone remember, oh yeah, the Tulsa massacre happened. Fuck. Like, that show is so fucking good. And then how they tied that in with Hooded Justice, who you see in the movie, to retroactively, at least in this version, make him a, black man that survived segregation and Jim Crow and the Tulsa Massacre. Holy fucking shit, that show was good. Damn, it was good. And Jeremy Irons plays an old Ozymandias. So good. So
I'll be honest, I watched
good.
the movie last night. I don't know the names of anybody other than Mr. Manhattan and Rorschach. I don't know any character names. names.
That's fair. They don't say them that
Fair
much.
enough.
I was also thinking about this last night. What is everybody's power? I don't even know what like powers are. Are they just like super strong?
You'd think
I
based
didn't
on how
grab
a kick
any
just
of that.
launches dudes
Yeah.
across the room. They're all basically peak human Batman, where they can just whack a dude 20 feet away.
So it's not that they have superpowers necessarily. Like Mr. Manhattan definitely does.
Yes.
But
Yes.
like,
He is the only person that definitively has superpowers.
so it's him and Rorschach's mask. Those are the only things with superpowers.
No,
Because
his mask.
his mask changes.
His
and
mask-
that's not physically possible.
It's not, but they play it as, I believe they were setting it up to be, God, what do they call that? It's like how lava lamps work, where it's two things that do not mix, but they match viscosities, which is why they don't mix, and they can like change and create shape as things happen. Like that's what
Okay.
that's
So it's
the
not like
visual. Yeah,
It's not a mood ring kind of thing.
No.
Where it's projecting. That's gonna.
Gotcha.
no, not technically, but obviously there's the
Well,
comic
and-
book. You know,
The villain
like
kind of
Batman's
superpowers.
eyes. That wouldn't be possible in a
Right.
mask. You know, like Spider-Man. You know, with the eyes, that wouldn't work. in real
Deadpool.
life. Yeah.
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 But yeah, really, it is just Manhattan that has powers. But Joey,
Well-
speaking of people and not knowing everybody's names, how about you give us the blurb off the DVD because yours actually has that, and then we'll go through the cast.
Yeah.
Well, actually, quick interjection because the villain actually has superpowers. He's kind of close to a Superman-esque, except he's not bulletproof and stuff. He's got super speed and strength. He's ultra
he's just a
I
man.
thought he was just super
just a man.
smart.
Is he just a man technically in the movie?
They're all just men, like humans.
Oh, I thought he had like super. Oh, fuck, that's weird. Okay,
Yeah.
odd. Okay, all right. The blurb on the back. Someone's killing our superheroes. The year is 1985, and superheroes have banded together to respond to the murder of their own. To one of their murder of their own. They soon uncover a sinister plot that pulls all humanity into grave danger. The superheroes fight to stop the impending doom, only to find themselves to target for annihilation. But if our superheroes are gone, who will save us?
I'd like to
That's
go
the
ahead and just
quick
point
little blurb.
out they start fighting about 80% into the movie. That's when like the actual final climax conflict seems to have shown up. Like I feel like there was no build up to like there's a bomb coming. Like there was definitely stuff that was leading to that, but there was no like I
This-
understand that we were following Rorschach and like he was investigating something, but I didn't really understand what he was investigating for most of the time that he was doing the investigating. It was just that he was investigating something. I was like,
Yeah, I do think the how
Okay.
we watched hurt with the ads breaking up the tension and changing,
that's
you know,
probably true.
the tone. I think
Because
that
we would just
hurt.
when the ads came out, we just started joking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bad call. So I'll give you it's a little grace there for me for the movie in that I think how we watched it was probably not the best. Which is like, hey HBO, maybe just randomly throwing ads in your shit isn't actually
Not
good
No.
because it's a
Pretty
movie
bad.
and they didn't design it for ads. You want to do before and after? Hey, that's fine, dude. That's fair game.
Mhm.
It's not like we're designing ad breaks for a thing that plays in 2 hours in a movie with no interruptions. It's not a TV show where we're designing for commercial breaks. Okay, just a thought.
Or don't have the movie play in the background as your ads going. Also,
yes.
Yeah.
that's not helping anything.
Mm-hmm. So the cast and crew, as I said, we'll go through the cast here to give Chris a leg up on the names. So Rorschach, the one character he said he remembers, that's played by Jackie Earl Haley. He was the only cast member who'd actually read the book before getting cast. And he was actually a fan, and he was like, yes, I want to play Rorschach fucking immediately. I don't even need to read the script. Let's go. Then we have Dr. Manhattan, which was played by Billy Crudup. We also have Matthew Good. I don't think he says the E, like good E, because he spells
Yeah,
it.
I think it's probably just good.
He plays Adrian / Ozymandias. We also have Patrick Wilson in one of his first superhero roles. He would also play super villain slash kind of hero in Orm and Aquaman. But he's playing Night Owl slash Dan. We have Malin, I think it's Malin Ackerman. She's playing Laurie Jupiter, so Silk Spectre the second. And then her mom is Carol. What?
Carla Gugino.
That's how you say the last name. She plays her mom.
Yep.
And then the other main of the Watchmen characters is the comedian, played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who almost didn't take the role because he read the script and it's like, well, I die in the first page. What are we even doing? And then Snyder would be like, no. Keep reading. You're in flashbacks. You're in flashbacks a lot. You're kind of central to a couple characters' entire stories.
Yes.
Please
yes,
take the role.
Yeah.
And he aged some characters up, like Carla and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He aged the actors up so that way they could play the flashback characters as convincingly as they could. Because Carla's only 7 years older than Malin Ackerman is. So
Yeah.
it'd be weird if she was playing true to age as her mom, because they're only 7 years apart. That's it for the cast. For me, the other notes, Tyler Bates would be in a lot of either Zack Snyder or James Gunn products. He did the music for Guardians 1 and 2. He also did all of the John Wicks. He did Dawn of the Dead. He's been in a bunch of those kind of projects. And I actually have a few of his stuff in my Spotify playlists. And then, let me see here. Do I have any other notes? Oh, yeah. One big note. The special features, at least on the director's cut, have an entire thing on vigilantism. What do they call it? Real superheroes, real vigilantes. Explores how the saga's characters are mirrored in historical and contemporary real-life behavior. It's basically a 15-minute thing with Curtis Lewa and the Guardians of New York. The Guardian Angels, which is after the entire saga of Zoran Mondani and the entire New York male race. It's man, what a blast from the past to get younger Curtis Lewa in the beret and everything. It's fantastic. It was very fun to watch. That was it for my notes. So, since we got Gamma's reaction to the movie, Joey, since you hadn't seen it in a while, what do you think?
Very solid. Love the music compilation in it. Always a sucker for Joker and Thief in the Night.
Wait, that plays this?
Yeah, it did. Mm-hmm. I remember.
As that Owl and Rorschach are landing in the
they're
North
going
Pole?
to Antarctica. Yeah.
Antarctica?
Arctic or something.
Wait, Wolf Mother plays in this?
I don't know if it was it Wolf Mother's version?
Oh, I didn't know.
It might have been a
different
I don't remember. I just remember there was a porno version of Hallelujah,
which is hilarious.
Weird.
Also, the amount of slow-mo, good fucking god in this movie, I forgot about that. Just in the first opening minute, I was trying to tally up how much slow-mo there was, and I was up to 5, and I'm well, I can't fucking do anymore, because that's all I'm going to do the whole movie.
You don't mean all along the Watchtower, do you?
All along the Watchtower.
I was going to say, Joker and the Thief in the Night. Yeah, that's a very different song.
Yeah.
I was wait a minute.
I get those two mixed up.
No, I get those two mixed up. There, Joker and the Thief. Yeah,
that fucking threw me. I was like, wait,
that's where.
I was like, I think I would have remembered a fucking Wolf Mother song in this thing.
Yeah.
No, it's 100% me mixed up because I mixed them up. As you
it's totally fine. It just absolutely threw me.
No, and actually having a smart villain is actually pretty cool. That's what I kind of like in this movie. When he at near the end, he's like, I've already activated the bombs 35 minutes ago. I was like, I forgot about that. But no, overall, I enjoyed this movie, I should say. But some small complaints, but nothing too major to say. But yeah, pass on.
I like that. I think it's weird because I was watching this movie and I was like, man, I know so many of these actors, but I don't remember what they're from. I remembered Billy Crudup. I remember he was in, was it the 4th Mission Impossible?
I believe so, yeah.
That's my picture. But then I was
He's also the voice of the MasterCard commercials. He's the priceless guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I loved seeing Jeffrey Dean Morgan because maybe this is why I didn't care too much for Watchmen, is because I loved The Boys, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan just showed up in The Boys last season. So maybe I was spoiled for Watchmen.
Yeah,
'cause
he'll
they're
always
both
be
kind of
he'll always
gritty
be Sam and
tones.
Dean's dad to me. Supernatural.
Dean's dad. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was one of his
I
first,
know
like, not
which.
big roles, but like then he would do that, and then he would do Grey's Anatomy, and then
And then
Off to the
Walking
races.
Dead.
oh yeah, then
Yeah.
he'd be all over everything.
Patrick Wilson, Night Owl, got me for a long time. I started looking at IMDb's afterwards because I'm like, I know so many of these faces. Patrick Wilson, I didn't even realize because he had the long hair in this, he was in the Insidious movies. Like, that's where I know his face from. Just from the,
Yeah.
not even the movies, just from the commercials, because I don't watch those movies.
There's like
But-
5 of them, isn't there?
There's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah,
There's
he's
because
he's the
isn't
EP.
Annabelle
Yeah,
and Insidious both in the same
yeah,
universe?
he's
Like he's
the
in
EP
both of
and
them,
like
or something?
co-creator of that entire franchise.
Yeah, which is crazy. Like, good for you. I remember Carla Gugino from Spy Kids.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how I know her. And then
right.
what was who's the guy? Oh gosh, he does all of the things with Machete. He's the director of those movies and stuff.
Robert
Uh,
Rodriguez.
Robert Rodriguez, yes.
Yeah.
She's in a bunch of his films. This is actually, I think this was the first film with Zack Snyder. She was also in Sucker Punch.
Oh, I
as
didn't know
well.
Oh,
that.
shit.
Yeah, she's like the
But like their mom,
like the mom character of the
like
Of
the
the-
matron.
yes, the mistress, whatever. Malin. Sorry, person who's not watching.
We should
that
look them
won't
up one
care.
of these days. But
She was weird because I was like, I know that face, and it's only from The Proposal. She's like a side character in The Proposal.
he had an ABC comedy, I want to say, and it was genuinely hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
she's hilarious. 'Cause
Yeah.
she was in. Was she in Children's Hospital?
Hold on. I have
That
her
Rob
page
Corddry
up
thing.
here.
Was she in that? Am I getting her mixed up with someone? But I remember her around that era doing a couple comedy things, and I'm like, she's fucking hilarious. Great timing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she was in a bunch of. I mean, she was in Rock of Ages, which is a comedy. She did stuff in Robot Chicken, I guess. Yeah, Children's Hospital. She did
There we go.
42 episodes in Children's Hospital.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's where I
There it
was
is.
like, yep, that's what I was thinking of.
Drunk History. She did an episode. Like,
Oh yeah,
Um.
what a weird time.
The
Children's
one-
Hospital was
Yeah.
fucking
yeah.
weird ass time, dude.
The one person that I didn't really know was Rorschach, but I loved how he played it.
Yeah, Jack Earl
Um,
Haley's in a bunch of stuff. Normally,
yeah,
as a
I mean,
side,
I was looking up. like-
side character, like menacing,
Right.
guy standing off in the shadows, like guy.
I mean, looking at his IMDb page, he has a 13-year gap in acting history
Holy shit.
from 93 to 2006. Like, he was working from 1972 to 93, and then he had a 13-year gap to 2006. And the one thing that I would possibly know him from, let me just double check here. No, I haven't seen London Has Fallen. I saw the other one.
Wasn't he in Human
Was
Target?
it White House Down?
that Fox show?
I
I want to
wanna
say he was in
say
Human
so.
Target. Yeah, he
I wanna
plays
say
one
I
of the
read
side
that on
characters.
here.
He was a regular in that, I think.
Yes, Human Target, 25 episodes.
Yep.
Guerrero. I think the only other thing that I've possibly seen him in is Semi-Pro. The
Oh God, I forgot. Yeah, he's the guy that wins
is that
the check.
is that a ping pong? He's like the hippie guy.
Yeah, that wins the check that he like won't give it back.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just
and
in my
Woody
brain.
Harrelson's in that
I haven't
movie as
seen
well.
that movie. Oh, there you go.
Nice. You got
Kingpin!
One.
There's our connection to Kingpin. One single movie.
There it is.
What Jackie Earl Haley to
One.
Woody Harrelson, and of course, for newcomers, That's because Joey made us watch Kingpin, and it was god fucking awful.
So
and now
bad.
we always look for a connection to
It's
Kingpin.
great. It's beautiful.
Wondering when that get worked in.
Well, I got it. I'm sure there are other ones. I just stopped right. I usually just stop when I find the first one. That's a one connection. I'm sure there's plenty more.
Oh, I'm sure.
But him being number
Yeah.
one on the IMDb, he was like, "Oh, okay."
Makes life easy.
Yeah. So we're about 25-ish minutes in, maybe more.
Sounds good.
Scores. What are you guys feeling for scores?
I'll start. I'll go with a 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, 3.5.
Chris, what
Give
about
it
you?
a 2.
Give it a 2.
It's I'm glad I watched it once. That's it.
Fair enough.
I have no other.
I would probably go 3 out of 5, but I was gonna say one of the things, because we're gonna get back to my DC point. You can tell this guy who directed this movie got to do whatever he wanted with Batman v Superman, and all his worst tendencies got to come out in that one. And plus Justice League, like the overuse of slow-mo, like the ramp up and slow down of the plot at really weird, nonsensical points, like sometimes maybe missing some of the allegory of the original source text, and like making somebody a Jesus character that you shouldn't do because he's Moses, not Jesus, but you know, whatever. We're not going to get into that again, which we did a couple episodes ago.
I was gonna say, it's like,
But-
I'll crack this up.
You know, like, man, you could just tell that, oh yeah, I could see the cracks of like, oh, you shouldn't do something this ambitious. Because you kind of suck with this big of a cast to do.
yeah,
make work.
that's probably why it felt so disjointed. It's like, okay, I'm following Rorschach's story, and then Night Owl's story, and then the Jupiter ladies have their own story, and then there's a comedian story, and then there's a Dr. Manhattan story, and then there's the Richard Nixon story, and then there's all. It's like all of the so many stories that were not cohesive together
No.
at all. It seemed.
Like, don't get me wrong, Dawn of the Dead absolutely rips. Great movie. You give him a bigger project than that, I've really not liked Zack Snyder's work.
I liked Sucker Punch, and I think I liked it because it followed like 2 or 3 characters.
I will say
And that
smaller like main core group there
Yeah,
than this kind of project. And also, like, dude, not if your movies all have to be 3 hours with the director's cut to be better. Maybe that's a problem.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Maybe step back and reevaluate.
Maybe figure out how to get it done in 2.5 hours and make it great from the jump.
You know, if you don't do slow mo, could be 2.5 hours. Pretty easy.
I mean, what was it in? Joey, give me a quick Google. How many minutes of slow mo in Batman v Super? Oh no, in Justice League. That was the one that was
Justice League?
Justice League. That's the
Oh,
one
do
where
I
it's
know the-
slow mo of
in
Lois.
Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah, in the Snyder cut, Zack Snyder putting like slow mo Lois putting down the cup just fucking broke me. Like, why? It's I could get it with like the Flash, right? Or a cool fight scene, right? Like the slow mo of him pouring out the cup to throw it in the beginning of Watchmen. Cool. I can vibe with the slow mo being used that way.
It's about 24 minutes.
Absolute insanity.
That's ridiculous. So I think there's more in the movie called Rebel Moon.
Oh god, those movies.
Oh,
Those are so bad, but like in the trailers, fuck me, I love those trailers. And then
Dude, he is
like,
a
I watched it.
genuinely great cinematographer. Like how he sets up shots, like they look great in terms like obviously there's issues with color grading sometimes, but like that's not always a him decision, but like
right. That's a post decision.
yeah, like in the moment, like with the behind the camera, the dude's fucking great. But making a movie is more than that. What little I know of movie making is clearly more than just, hey, does this shot look cool? Because his
Right.
always fucking do. And the movies still don't all come together very well.
there's 30 minutes in Rebel Moon 2
Yeah, it's a
of
lot.
slow-mo.
That was going to be his Star
Jesus.
Wars, guys.
It was gonna be, and I was just like, oh, this would be
that
cool. I
company,
watched it. I
the
was like,
company that greenlit that's now trying to fucking buy Warner Brothers and getting into a bidding war with Paramount. Oh my. And you wonder why the industry is drowning in debt.
It's fucked.
What a shit show.
Collect physical media, everyone. Goddamn.
Indeed, collect your physical media. I actually have to decide if this would be a movie that if I saw the, like, hey, a $13 4K version, because clearly the director's, for whatever reason, I can't get it to play the full director's cut. If I could just get the 4K for, like, super cheap, I wouldn't mind adding it back into my collection. Because I'd honestly just use the digital code. That'd be what I'd use more than the physical disc. But I wouldn't mind adding it back into my collection. Or if we go like used shopping down in Des Moines, if I find a Blu-ray copy for $3-4, absolutely would not mind buying this, no matter what.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't mind upgrading this to Blu-ray because I think it'd probably be a little bit better. But I'd have to rewatch it because it's in 4. Yeah, I have to rewatch it because I ripped it from the DVD. Let's see. Yeah.
I will never add it to my collection, so I don't have to worry about this decision.
Fair enough. Speaking of collections, have you guys added anything to yours?
No.
I do. I'm going to be right back.
We have pretty much, 17 days from recording this until Christmas, which, for me, I'm trying not to purchase things for myself. I am going to make a purchase tomorrow, maybe even tonight, where I get the new DLC for Pokemon Legends ZA, because that's what my life is now. But other than that, I'm not getting anything physical. So.
Fair enough. Well, that reminds me. I need to I know what Joey's best movie theater is. I need to get your movie theater details from you, Gamma, for a little Christmas thing.
Oh.
But what I bought, I got The Good Place on a Black Friday sale.
Yeah.
For $30 the whole season. It's one of the best shows of all time. And then I also got Dungeons and Dragons, the 2023.
Have you seen that yet?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Okay. I've been talking to somebody. Maybe it was Attack that hasn't seen it yet, but like, it's such a good movie. It's just so fun. Out of it. They need to do more in that universe.
I can't believe it didn't get a sequel.
I would love it. I would love if they did something. Maybe not the actual plot of the module, but something along the lines of Curse of Strahd.
Oh, that'd go so hard.
That'd be
great.
Incredible.
See, I
just do something in that area.
I want this cast, but have them all in different roles next time.
That would be great.
Like, it's all new characters. It's the same actors, but you run the setup, the meta of the casting is new campaign, new roles.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, new roles,
same
everything.
players. Like, hell yes. Like, that would be hilarious.
Oh,
like have, what's his name?
Justice Smith.
Justice Smith
Chris
play the
Pine.
warrior. Have him play the barbarian. Right? Like, come on.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious. Especially if you give him, like, the highest strength he can, and like that's, but you don't do anything to his body. Like, he's just the same guy.
Right.
Like,
just looks the same.
that'd be absolutely hilarious.
That'd be fantastic.
Let's make that happen. Like, that just needs to happen in that universe, as big as D&D is, as a world is in in pop culture right now. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Whether it's a show, like on like an HBO type thing, or a movie, let's go. Let's make it happen.
I mean, look at this. Like, I don't know if you guys watch them at all. Legends of Vox Machina and The Mighty Nine is releasing right now. Their animated series of a D&D campaign that has been streamed on Twitch since 2016, I want to say. It's almost 10, or maybe it might have already been 10 years. I think maybe it was 10 years this past, like, January or something.
Yeah.
But, like, it's doing well. They have 3 more seasons. I think Mighty Nine already has 2 more seasons. Legends of Vox Machina has their 4th season coming out, and they've already been greenlit for a 5th and final season. Like, people want this stuff.
I'll consume it. Oh yeah,
do it. Like, you could easily. I was hoping that Dungeons and Dragons, and we can get into this more when it comes up, because now that we have it in multiple people's things, it's gonna come up. But like, I would have loved it if it was like our next movie, Lego Movie, where it's like, okay, let's step out of the game and let's look at the party table right now.
Yeah,
what's happening for the story right here?
So
that would be so good.
Oh,
so good.
So
or they can go like into the lore of D&D and then like make a mini series on like Driz, who's like the most
Mhm.
badass elf.
Oh,
Night elf.
Drizzt?
Yeah. Under elf. Yeah, he's so good.
Joey,
I would
he's
love
in
to
our
see a
world.
series.
He's in our world somewhere. You guys have to find him, please.
Oh,
I'm
I gotta
I'm
do Daddy.
spoiling you. I'm
Yeah,
spoiling you.
like-
He's somewhere.
Yeah, I do think you could build a universe with this, with these guys, and like
Oh,
just
for sure.
100%.
make a narrator character, like get a Michael,
Mhm.
get a Michael Pena, bring in like a Morgan Freeman, like just to be a narrating GM and just cracking
Oh yeah.
cracking jokes. I think that'd be very, very fun.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, as Chris said, our next movie and final movie of season 3, unless we do a holiday episode, is going to be the Lego Movie, which is from Chris's collection. I just happen to have the Blu-ray out,
It is.
so I'll grab that. So we're gonna do that in about 2 weeks, give or take. It'll be before Christmas, and then we might do maybe we'll do a little Die Hard movie night.
Yeah.
See what happens. And then so you guys in the comments, let us know what you thought of Watchmen. It's worth your time to rewatch if you've never seen it before. I would say it's worth watching if you've never seen it before. That'd be my take on Watchmen.
I would agree.
Like, this is a movie
I
I
would
think
agree. At least watch it.
in the world we live in where superhero movies are so popular, to have a different universes take, much like I would recommend the graphic novel, of that level of like, it's nice to have a different perspective and take, even if it's not one I particularly enjoy. Mostly because sometimes Alan Moore, I just don't like his perspective on the world a little bit, and it definitely shines through in his writing, which to his credit, he gets his perspective through, right? No matter what. But sometimes I'm not a huge fan of his takes on philosophy and how it relates to superheroes. But it's worth examining, and then, much like all art is, kind of consuming it and see how it strikes you. Which I think is a good way to put this
Great
movie.
point.
Much like in that sense, it does vibe well with the original graphic novel. And it's a good thing to like check in with. And do you vibe with? Are you bouncing off it? And examining the why. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I like movies so much is you can do stuff like that, and then also not have to spend 30 hours reading a book. It's just you're done in 2 hours.
Right.
Yep. You can speed run that shit.
I mean, this movie made the end of this movie made me think of Captain America: Civil War, where it's like you have Iron Man and you have Captain America's side of things and how they're clashing together. And like the end of Watchmen, I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this. Are they right? Are they wrong? Like, what's going on here? And then like with Captain America: Civil War, like I can understand arguments from both sides, and it's like, oh no, it makes me think. My brain. And then, but like those are movies that do last with you. Like,
See,
if they can make you think,
right
that's
there?
great.
Why the fuck has Tower of Babel not been done on the big screen? Do you guys know what the Tower
Are
of
we
Babel
getting the
is?
Supergirl trailer like tonight
Yeah.
or tomorrow?
We're so
What?
close. I can't believe he teased it and we're not doing it for Super Bowl. Like, but I guess we're not gonna.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, maybe we're getting the teaser trailer soon,
would
and
be
then
my
we'll get
guess.
like a
Yes.
theatrical trailer on
For-
Super Bowl.
Because didn't they do that with the
They did
last
that with
time?
Deadpool, I think.
No, with Superman. Didn't they do the teaser for Super
Did they?
Bowl? And then because his came out in the
don't
summer,
remember.
this is coming out I think in May. It's coming out earlier, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
oh shit.
Which I think it is. I have to double check the calendar, but
Okay.
I'm excited for Supergirl. But yeah, Tower
yeah.
of Babel is another one of those like DC like great comic books in that like Justice League Doom, the animated version.
Oh yeah.
No, was it Tower of Babel? Am I misremembering my stories? I might be, but it's where Batman's plans for taking down the Justice League all get taken and turned against the Justice League.
Oh,
then you have the end of, like,
yes.
Hey, was he even right to have the plans? And his whole thing is like, you're
Right.
goddamn fucking right I was. Like,
Yeah.
I will leave the Justice League over this shit, but I was fucking right. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love. I can't remember which one
That's
that
Doom.
is.
Yeah.
That's Doom. Okay. Yeah, that one's
Justice League
one
Doom.
that I need to get.
I have the
That's-
Blu-ray and it's
that's one that I need
fantastic.
to. You know what? I'm adding that to my
That's a half
movie
price
list
books
right now.
edition for sure.
Dude, here's the thing. The nice thing is, Christmas happens. The day after Christmas, there's a flea market that opens up where I'm going.
Oh,
And that's
fuck
where it's like gas station size. There's just Blu-rays, DVDs, VHSs.
It sounds
It's
like we're
great.
coming over
I'm
to
gonna
Chicago.
spend
Oh, I
so
can only get
much
so
money.
hard.
Oh no, it's
Oh.
not Chicago. This is in Baltimore.
Oh, I got
Oh,
you
shit.
over there.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
I
now.
remember sending it. I remember sending a picture of it in your
Oh, was that the thing
Discord
from last year?
server. Yeah, same
Oh,
thing,
that's
same
what that
place.
was. I was like, oh yeah, it's a big place.
My parents are gonna have to go drop off my brother and sister, because we kind of exchange hands. My sister-in-law's place or parents are like in Virginia, so they like do a swap day after Christmas. So while they're doing that, I'm gonna go to the flea market and I'm gonna
Okay.
spend some cash.
Oh heck yeah.
Do it.
Well, hopefully we'll have some good additions in for season 4, which is coming up
Yeah.
rapidly. And we already know what we're going to be mostly tweaking, give or take, for. And I did test. I got everything set up so I can do my ripping, so I can get the special features saved and we can watch them instead of
sick.
doing them through trying to get them streamed through Discord. We can just watch the hard file out of like Windows Media Player or something instead of doing it off the disc. So we might get into getting into that more a little bit in the show for season 4, and then I'm very excited for the finale. We're going to talk the Lego Movie, which I actually really enjoy.
I haven't seen it in a while.
In a long time for me too, but I really remember enjoying the heck out of it. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
excited to get back to it.
same.
So we're gonna get out of here, and we'll see everybody in roughly 2 weeks for the Lego Movie. I feel like the outro should have had something to do with dong, like the beginning did.
Oh, you want?
No, I think we're good. We're good. We're good.
Enhance.